This is a video of this 1954 Ford that I own. I got it from my uncle in the fall of 1966. He had used it as a push car in his gas station for about 8 years, and he got it from his brother-in-law, who purchased it new in July the 9th, 1954. During the time that I owned it, I've worked on it. I've changed the bottom color from turquoise to this present Inca Gold, which is a 1957 Ford color. This is the side view of it. It's a Victoria model. It's a two-door. It's of the Crestline series. The only option it has is the automatic drive. You could have gotten power steering, power windows. You could also have gotten a power seat, and you could also have gotten air conditioning. That was about the only options you could get those years. This is what it looks from the right rear. One of the big things these years was these Ford emblems on the hood and on the trunk. They were a big thing. Kids used to try to break those off. This featured the grille in front that's made out of chrome rather than stainless steel like some of the older ones were. There's a piece of trim on the side. That's the model number, similar to today's LTD or models like that. This was the top of the line car called the Crestliner. The model called the Victoria actually came out in 1932. It was a reference to Henry Ford's daughter, the old Henry Ford. His daughter was named Victoria, and he actually built a two-door car in 1932 called the Victoria, which is in rare supply. The reason that it's so special is that it's a two-door hardtop, it's called, in those days. It's the same lower body as a convertible car of that year, except that it had a steel roof. There were a few cars called a Skyliner that had a plexiglass top in the front half of the roof, and those are really the car to have of this year. This is what the dashboard looks like. It's all original. It's never been repainted or retouched or anything. It has a working radio and a wind-up clock which works. See, it's an automatic transmission car. This is a better view of the dashboard. It shows the radio, all the gauges. There's a shot of the radio and the clock, showing the engine turnings on the fascia board of the dash. This little piece here is gold plated. It's a Y8. It's only found on the Crestline model. It's really a rare piece to find that in such an original condition. This is a close-up of it. You can see it's in very good condition. This is what the gauges look like, the dashboard. You see the speedometer. The feature of it is that the light comes through the back. It's backlighted. Those are original miles on there. You have the two idiot lights for oil and for generator. The temperature and the fuel gauge are the only things that work. This car is unique because it only starts in neutral. It doesn't start in park. This is what the steering wheel looks like. Has a deluxe steering wheel. The upholstery is original, except the cloth part is not. It's from a 57 Chrysler Imperial, which we had this part of it upholstered about 1971 or 72. This is the back trunk, and the sign says Ford-O-Matic, which means that it's an automatic drive car. This is the detail of the taillights. They're different. The standard models leaves out the chrome center and makes it look like a 53 taillight. That's really the only difference. The black squares around the outside are the only difference between a 53 and a 54. This is the engine compartment. Engine has been taken out in the fall of 1988, overhauled over the winter by my students and myself at school. It's been bored out, new pistons, new rod bearings, new main bearings, new camshaft bearings, camshaft reground, valves ground, everything checked out. New distributor on the distributor machine's been checked out, the carburetor's been rebuilt, the radiator's been re-cored, new battery, new starter, new solenoid, all original equipment or new old stock. The air cleaner is a real piece of work. It is the original red color. Back in '81, I took the time to search out the correct color from the clamp strap underneath on the bottom of the air cleaner and sent away to get special reproduction decals. So it's been painted, 2 coats of enamel like original, and the original decal, the reproduction decals have been installed. At the same time, I also did the valve covers and put new reproduction decals on them at the same time. The engine color is the original color, which I had specially mixed. It's only a 1-year color on a 1954 Ford. Following years they changed it. These are the service instructions that tell you how to service the air cleaner. This was an oil bath air cleaner, which you had to put oil in, and the air for the engine was drawn through the oil or over the oil, and the dirt, whatever, was removed that way. When you changed the oil, you had to service the air cleaner. This is a shot of the fuel pump. Features the glass bowl with the filter inside. That was common for those days. It's a double-acting fuel pump. It has 2 diaphragms, that one of which powers the windshield wipers. We're going to start it up now so you can see it. Notice the action of the fuel pump. Runs pretty quietly. Has mechanical valve lifters, no hydraulic lifters, only one belt powers the generator, not an alternator, the water pump, and that's all that it has to do, is those 2 things. One belt. Notice the crossover pipe from the exhaust manifold comes from the driver's side and goes across to the passenger side and out. 55, they reversed that. They had a dual exhaust car, and the exhaust went out the driver's side also for dual exhaust. Point type ignition. There's the oil, where you put the oil in. When you change the oil, it has a coil and has the distributor at the back, which is a difficult place when you go to change the distributor point. 6-volt battery system. Positive ground rather than the modern day negative ground. Has a braided ground strap that runs down to the cylinder head. Radiator is a 3-row radiator, operates at 4 pounds pressure. Has a unique radiator cap. You press the little button at the top and it releases the pressure, what there is of it, when you go to check your radiator. Heater system is shown here with the blower in place. Is unique, kind of dangerous though, because the duct for it, the supply duct, comes from underneath the right headlight and sucks it in and blows it into the passenger compartment. Thus, when you're in traffic, you suck up everybody's exhaust system and pretty soon you get a good headache. Master cylinder is just the old type. It has one outlet, powers the whole all four wheels, and has the brake light switch mounted right on the front. The ignition wires were changed to a modern day XL 7mm silicone insulated, and they're underneath the exhaust manifold, believe it or not, so when you changing them, it's pretty difficult when the engine has been warmed. You notice there's no power equipment, no wires, no nothing. No ignition controls. Engine runs pretty decent. This is a road draft tube. This is the old-time way of ventilating the engine. Fresh air comes in through the oil filler at the top. This is the oil filler up here at the top. And it comes in, or goes out rather, down here at the bottom when the engine is running. The air past the bottom of that tube sucks the fresh air in and blows it out the bottom. Bath air cleaner disassembled and off of the engine. You can see how the top part flips over and goes on there, and the air passes over the oil in there when this is on top and cleans the air going into the engine. This is a carburetor. It's the old Ford type 2-barrel carburetor with a hand choke. The standard carburetor for Ford V8s from 37 on up. These are the hubcaps. Imagine that. These are not the standard hubcap for this year. These are the optional hubcap. Another shot of the car down the side. Some different kind of lines. Rear view mirror is adjustable. You can see it's got a little thumb screw there that holds the rear head in place, and there's an Allen wrench on the arm that adjusts it. This is the emblem that goes on the front fender. It's for the Y8. For the Ford, it was a new engine for 1954. It was called a Y block. It was ran from 54 to 62 with their standard engine. And this year it was 239, and the final engine was a 292 or a 312. But this little emblem stood for Ford Y block. Yeah, this is the emblem on the back quarter window. This is the window that Phyllis and I replaced after I stupidly put a board in the sticking out the front window, driver's window, and tried to drive in the garage with the board sticking out and pushed out and broke the back window. Give us a little exercise in repairing car windows, installing those things. This is what you got when you bought the car, like this. This is the original owner. VIN number, and you see July the 9th. 1954 was the original. Delivery date, Hufflegoy. Is now O'Connor Ford in Chicago. And the owner's manual, that's what that looked like. Invaluable aid is the shop manuals. We have the shop manuals for the 52, and then we have the supplement on the right there for the 1954. This was the best thing that we could have had this year to show us how to put the engine together after we had taken it apart. The glove compartment to tell you what oil to use, what tire pressures. They're all inside. This is what the stickers look like. Notice the tire sizes and the oil weights. In case you didn't know how to check your transmission, all you had to do was open the glove box door and there you were. These are your heater controls. This is most important vehicle identification plate here. Gives the body, the color, the trim, production code, and the serial number. Button above is the door light switch. There were a whole lot of new innovations in this car. This is the first Ford that started with a key rather than with a starter button. All the other ones had a key on the dashboard, and then you turn this, you pressed a button that was right here, and that would start your car. This has a key, and it also has a place for accessories, which are only the radio and the heater. Your instrument panel showing the idiot lights on. See, it says oil and gen down there. There's a shot of our odometer, and the little circular thing at the bottom is the light that comes on when you turn your bright lights on, your high beams. And your turn signal light, there's one on each side. You hear the noise it's making. This is on the passenger side of the front seat frame. Well, when you want to put gas in the back of the car, you put it in the middle here behind your license plate. You use the little cover to prop it open so that you could put your gas in there. This was really an innovation in its day. This is a close shot of the rear Ford Medallion. Well, this is coming to the end of I think I've shown you all that I could possibly show of the car. Pretty pleased with it. I think it's pretty decent, and I think maybe you do too.